Right, welcome back. We are back out again. Surprisingly, it's a bloody fly. There's been a hell of a hatch somewhere, but yeah, so Monday night, and I've got tomorrow off work, and I've come down the lake. So I've got 3 nights this week, which is good. Doing Thursday night, Friday night. The swim is massively flooded, but there's a day angler in the swim that I wanted to go in, and I don't really fancy waiting for him to go because of the daylight hours and that. I could be waiting until dark, so I'm going to jump in opposite. I have to fish out my waders basically, because it is well and truly flooded still, especially with the weather that we've had, and we've got some more bad weather coming in later on. But yeah, it's looking good. It's feeling good as well, because it's not overly cold. It's quite mild. Just the wind's a little bit cold, but apart from that, yeah, I'm just glad to be back out. So yeah, I'm going to have one out in open water on a plateau. God, blooming fly! You'll probably get it on the video that I put in the start of this. There's bloody hundreds of them. But this wind's going to make it a little bit difficult, because there's over in the back, tree line over the back here. I'm going to have one on there and one out over in open water as a plateau, with a load of weed that's probably dead by now, but it was quite thick during the summertime, so whether it's all died down or not, I don't know. But I'm hoping this weather that we've had the last couple of days stirs them on, so you can probably hear the wind and see the trees in the background. It's still quite stormy after yesterday's storm. I can't even remember her name now. But yeah, she absolutely tore it apart down here. So, but yeah, it's looking good, I must admit. Just happy to be back out. I've got my own pop-ups that I'm working on at the minute. Made them. I'd say about 80% happy with them at the moment. So that's what I had to fish out on the other week. But I'm going to bring them over to the main lake now. I'm bored of it over there. It's not my cup of tea, but it was just to get a bend in the rod. So yeah, I'm going to crack on and get set up, because I've got quite a bit of work to do before it gets dark, and it's meant to absolutely chuck it down again in a bit. So I'll catch up with you in a little while, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, so that's the rods all marked up, done, got me spots. Just gonna tie up a couple of new rigs. Like I said, I'm currently making my own pop-ups, so I'm giving them a good test at the moment. Absolutely smell lovely, they're a sweet flavour. Not going to say too much of them because I'm testing them at the moment, so seeing how they get on with them. Made some dumbbells as well. But yeah, I'm going to give these a good go for this this year, see how we get on with them. They smell absolutely lovely. These are 12mm ones, which they come out a lot better than the last ones did, so I'm very happy with these. And I've been testing the buoyancy and things like that of them at the moment at home, and at the moment they're up to like at least 48 hours in a soak, and they've stayed up really well, so mega pleased with that. But yeah, I'm just gonna tie up a couple of my simple little pop-up rigs that I use. I was actually speaking to a mate earlier saying that about confidence in your rigs and things like that, and I don't like overcomplicating things. I've used this for quite a few years now. There was just one lake, and it was very strange that I did actually change, because I did start out with this, and even though it's just a normal pop-up rig, I don't know whether it's me just being paranoid or not, but I was speaking to a bloke and he said, oh, how are you getting on? And I was like, no joy at the moment. And he's like, really? I said, how many sessions you done down there? And I said, oh, it's about the third or second time down there, something like that. And he said, oh, what rig are you using? And I heard about what bait and stuff like that, colours and so forth that they liked in there and what have you. And I had the colour right, had the bait, the smell, what have you. And yeah, he said, what rig are you using? And I just said, oh, I'm just using my simple pop-up rig. And like I say, I've got faith in that absolutely anywhere. But he said, oh, you should be using a hinge stiff rig. And I've only used them a couple of times before. Not overly a massive fan of, like I say, I don't like overcomplicating things and what have you, and I like keeping it nice and simple. And I changed to it, and that night I think I had 5 out. Now, like I say, you could say luck, you know, things changed or whatever, but I don't know, from then I literally fished that lake for another couple of months, and I had quite a few of the fish out, and then I was starting to get repeat catches, so I just left it. But after that I went straight back to me normal rig that I've done well on my Syndicate lakes down here and that, and it just worked perfectly for everything, over weed, bag fishing, everything like that. So I don't really see the point in changing it, and I don't like, you know, everyone's gone over to Ronnie rigs and that. My mates started having good sessions on those and what have you, but it's just not for me. I don't like the mechanics and things like that of it. There's too many bits to it for me. You can say there's not a lot, because, you know, some of the rigs you look at there is a lot, but I just like this, nice and simple. I've tweaked this slightly, but I'm just going to stick to a couple of standard ones on this for a minute. purely because I do need to get a few more hooks, and the only ones I've got, the size that I wanted to use, size 6s, and I don't like using size 6 hooks. I like small hooks, so that's literally the start of it. Nice and simple. Rain's just starting to come. It's good. Strip back just a little bit of the coating. But yeah, I'm mega excited about these pop-ups, using them this year, because I tend to normally only stick to a fish meal bait. I don't normally like, I've gone off sweet baits for some reason or another. Just I had a lot of confidence in another company bait that I use, and then I switched to my mates and I had more confidence on that again. And those all just fish meals, but like anyone really, I tend to cut back in the winter months. So, but I just thought, right, I'm going to make these, give them a go, just because my mate does the matching bottom baits, but not the pop-ups at the moment, and that's all a little bit up in the air at the moment and so forth. So, but I wanted to make something that lasts a long time out in the water, smells great, has a lot of attraction to the bait, just to the pop-up, just, you know, as well as the visual, because you've got a lot that, you know, people, you can add your goos and what have you and things like that, but I don't like doing all that. I like a nice simple pop-up, nice and simple, not messing around with anything, and you know you're actually fishing with a good quality bait that's going to sit there, and if a fish comes by, it's going to see it, nab it. So that bloody wind picked right up. So, but yeah, I've just got a couple of these to tie, get these tied up. It's not quite dark. Got myself some chicken in the Aldo Paso kit, what have you, for some wraps. I'm going to make myself some wraps. I don't normally cook on the bank, but ever since I changed to that Fox Ruckle, I tend to keep everything on me now, because I like the fact it's got a big compartment to the rucksack, and you can just, everything's in there and it's just a hand, whereas a lot of the other rucksacks, you know, I've had quite a few and I don't think they're that great, but that's my opinion. Everyone has their own opinions, and yeah, so I'd say thank again of quite a bit more support and watch on the last one. Again, really appreciate that. Does mean a lot, and I'm trying to figure out how to get better. I may not be the greatest cameraman or anything like that. I'm never going to admit to that, because I know I'm dreadful, but it is purely like a blog of my fishing diary, and I'm enjoying doing it, to be honest. And like I say, putting the likes on the videos and what have you, commenting, subscribing, really does help to get it noticed and things like that, and I do appreciate it. I'm not doing it for, you know, people tend to do it, they want their sponsors and things like that. I'm not one. I've never chased the sponsors and things. That, so I've always, I like doing my own thing. I just enjoy me fishing like anyone else. I'm, you know, family man, got me family, work, things like that. I just enjoy getting out like anyone else, but I just fancy just diarying it as well. I know I've then got it on video as well, things like that, if I have stuff, because I'm a nightmare for losing pictures of fish. I've had quite a few fish in the years gone by, phones are broken, what have you. And I'm too lazy to, well, I brought this phone, the camera on it's really good, but again, it's just, I'm a nightmare of taking photos, so I don't like getting my DSLR out to start doing photos and things like that, which I should do. I know I should do, it's just me being lazy. I know I've got the phone there, I've got all the self-take kits and that, but I just, you know, so, God, a bloody wind. Right, anyway, I'm going to get this cracked on, get done, because it is going to absolutely hammer it down in a minute. But yeah, that's literally the finish off rig. Nice and simple, popped up, happy days. Right, catch up with you in a bit. all sorted, everything's all done, all the rods are out. Just done me dinner, I had some fajitas, it's quite nice. I do enjoy me cooking, but I don't on the bank normally because I just can't be arsed with the clearing up and what have you. I tend to just get some snacks and that'll do. Seeing there's a lot of me fishing's just quick overnighters, I don't tend to skip dinner, so. But that was quite nice. The skies went clear, so temperature dropped, so it was nice to get something warm. Yeah, the wind did get up a hell of a lot earlier on, but it started to die down a little bit. It cleared over a minute ago, so the temperature dropped quite a bit, so it's quite cold at the moment. But it has clouded over and there's been an odd spot of rain, so I think we have got a bit of rain forecast through the night. Quite gutted because the bloke was day fishing over in the swim that I did ideally want to be in, when he packed up about half an hour after I left, which not too happy about, but it's similar water, but with this wind, to be honest, I wouldn't have been able to get to the spots I wanted anyway, because it's fishing to some overhanging trees and you'd have just gone straight in there, to be honest. So yeah, didn't fancy the move, but I don't think, saying that, might have made a difference, might not, to whether I catch or not, because it is a really good swim, especially this time of year. Well, all round through the year they like being held up around the snags and the islands and that, but we'll see, you never know. I think a couple of the big ones haven't been out for a little while now, so they are due out, and it is pretty good conditions, to be honest, despite, you know, us thinking it's not for us, but for the fishing side it's great. So but yeah, I'm the only one down. I've got the whole entire lake to myself, which is a rarity, especially on here. It does tend to get quite busy for a midweek and stuff. It gets busy, but it's a syndicate, everyone wants peace and quiet, so yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get one through the night, which if I do, obviously I'll update you. But for now, I'll be back down on Thursday night, which then I've got 2 nights planned, which will be good. And I'm going to get my head down and catch up with you in the morning. Unless I have something, then I'll see you in a little while. Right, so good morning. Not an awful lot happened. It's 6:30. Need to pack up, so I'll get back in time to do the school run. So yeah, that was that, short and eventful. I did hear one crash out last night though, which did sound like a lump down on my right hand side, so I wasn't far off, but just obviously wasn't meant to be. So yeah, back out on Thursday. This will just be another short one. Hopefully when I do Thursday I can get a good longer video in, and hopefully we'll be in with a chance of getting something. So, but for now I'm going to get everything packed up, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Again, like, comment, subscribe, I really do appreciate it. It's doing a lot better than I thought, so yeah, I really do appreciate that. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you in the next one.